Whenever you're dealing with sourdough starter, you have to feed it. So exactly what do we do with the discarded starter?
You're watching the Bear Pantry Show.
When the starter is brand new and you're feeding it, you just go ahead and throw away half the stuff that's in the jar. You don't use it for anything. And then you feed it by giving it some flour and some water, right? But when your starter is old, like the stuff that I have right now, I have some stuff going all the way back to 2015, then you can make stuff out of the discarded stuff. So this morning, I'm gonna make some waffles, all right? So it's pretty simple, just 1 cup of starter. And then to this, we're gonna add these ingredients right here. Mix it up, heat up the waffle iron, brush some butter on, and then bake your waffle. You're gonna get a whole one, 4 pieces, and then a half, which is 2 more pieces. And I'm gonna eat my piece with peanut butter. So now I have to feed the rest of my starters. I have, I think, 4 of them. And I'm gonna go ahead and make a sourdough discard bread. It's in my bread book, okay? This one right here. So all I gotta do, you don't have to like proof the sponge, okay? You just take the half of the discard stuff that you're gonna throw away. So 1 cup again, and then you add the rest of these ingredients right here. And I'm using this little thing, this stick, to turn the dough, but that gets annoying real fast for me because I have to feel how wet it is because I'm adding some warm water here. And so look what I'm doing. I'm just like turning the dough on the bowl because that's what your little dough hook thing would do in your bread maker, right? Turn it and gather, gather, gather. Lift it up, see some dry spot here. Just go ahead and add some more of the warm water. Don't get it too wet. So now this is ready for the countertop, and I'm just gonna knead this for a few minutes, not too long, and then cover it up in my bowl. I didn't grease it, but you can grease the dough if you want to, okay? And it needs to go for about 2 hours. Mine took longer because my house is cold, so it went for 3 hours. I give it an extra hour, and then now it's time to re-knead. Whether you're a chef or a kitchen novice, my collection of cookbooks cater to every skill level. From mouth-watering main dishes to decadent desserts, I've written and published a collection of cookbooks that celebrate the joy of home-cooked meals. Doesn't take much to re-knead it. Put it on a lightly floured countertop. And then after re-kneading it, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on this parchment paper and drop it into a smaller bowl because I want the loaf to keep the shape, the round shape. And meanwhile, I'm gonna go ahead and heat up my Dutch oven. So I'm gonna put the oven to preheat at first to 430 degrees Fahrenheit. And then when it comes up to temperature, I'm gonna go ahead and put the empty pot in, the empty Dutch oven, and let that heat up for 15 minutes. Then I'm gonna carefully take it out with my mittens and then drop the whole bread with, still sitting on the parchment paper. And then in my book I say get a razor blade, but this knife is sharp, so I'm just gonna slice it up on the top. I usually like to slice before it rises because I tend to be heavy-handed and I always pop my bread, but I did good today, guys. Drop it in the pot, put it in the oven. Wait, I have to cover it. Cook it on 430 for 30 minutes covered, then uncover it, cook it for another 15 minutes on the same 430. And then you lift it out, let it cool down, and look at this beautiful bread. Yeah, it used some active dry yeast, but what do you expect? We didn't, proof the sponge, but it still has that nice sourdough taste to it. And we're gonna enjoy this with some steak. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and of course leave me a comment. Bye.
This is the Bear Pantry Show.